In this video, I'm going to react to the best crashes and spins from the 2021 Daytona 500 and also give my thoughts on yesterday's Cup race at the Talladega. And welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. This is the place where I react to music, media, sports, anime, anything related to popular culture. I'll watch it with an open mind and give you my 100% honest reaction to it. And if you could please hit that like button early, I'd really appreciate it. So first things first, huge congratulations to BRIT for taking home the win yesterday. I believe he is now the 9th different winner from 10 different NASCAR races, which to me is just insane. I know I say it all the time, but you just never know who is going to win a NASCAR race. It's like, this must be a gambler's nightmare, because it's like, how can you, even if you pick the favourite, like a shoo-in, so like quote unquote shoo-in, he's probably not going to win. I need to ask, is it normal to see this many different winners so early into a season? Just because, you know, the whole reason why I started following NASCAR was just to kind of contrast against the sort of predictableness of Formula One, but I didn't quite expect it to be like this, where it's literally every race there's a new winner. You know, the guy who won the previous race doesn't even come in the top 3 of the next race. It's just incredible. So let me know in the comment section if this is normal or if this is just a bit of an abnormal season. Oddly enough, Keselowski only led 1 lap, and it was the final lap, so it literally almost like he timed it to perfection. He waited until the right moment. Well, it wasn't quite like that, but you know what I mean. That 1 lap that he did lead was the one that mattered. There were 35 lead changes. 35, just insane. And there were only I think about like 25, 26, maybe 27 drivers on the grid. So, you know, literally you blink and there's a different guy leading the race. It was just incredible. Now we've got to talk about Joey Logano's wreck. Just insane. Like when his car went airborne and then just sort of like went upside down and just slid across the tarmac for like 20 meters, it looked like. I was thinking, man, I know that there's, you know, harnesses in there. I know there's a roll cage in there. I know there's all sorts of like safety mechanisms, but I was convinced that he would have to be hurt because, you know, this is a car, even though it's a stock car, so a lot of the internals have been gutted. It's still a heavy vehicle, flipping upside down, slamming back onto the tarmac. Yeah, just insane. It was obviously scary to watch, but man, I can't lie, my jaw was just like. And I think that I've read somewhere that Logano's actually asking for rule changes now to take place at the Daytona and the Talladega, because he thinks it might be a bit too dangerous, the current setup for the rules. Let me know in the comment section if you think that there, you know, if he has a point there, or if you feel like, you know, tampering with the rules might kind of dilute the sport a little bit. I'm obviously really new to the sport, so it's hard for me to take a position on it. Like, obviously, you know, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. But if someone who's actually driving, someone who's actually really invested in the sport is saying that there needs to be rule changes, perhaps he's got a point. So let me know in the comment section if you think that there is any truth to that. But yeah, huge congratulations to Brad Keselowski. Well done, mate. Now let's get to this reaction. Like, this year's Daytona was really fun, but obviously it was a while ago. I think it was about 2 months ago. And obviously since then we've all like consumed a ton more races. So for me anyway, it's hard to kind of think back and remember what were the big events that took place in that race. I do remember that there was one big crash or one big incident. So yeah, this is going to be fun to relive that race. So let's go. This is going to be me reacting to the best moments, the best crashes and spins from the 2021 Daytona 500. Let's do it.
Caution at the end of lap number 3. Spanaway Washington's Derek Cope, the winner here in 1990. And who did he beat? Dale Earnhardt on the last lap.
Wow.
62-year-old Cope on the 3rd lap in number 15.
I love the sound. The sound, it never gets sparks.
Daytona 500.
Yeah, they're really going now.
Back in your era.
That rumble. That. This was it. Man, that is a lot of cars involved. That is a ton of cars.
21 cars. I don't know if we got there, but man, that took out a lot of race cars and a lot of great race cars in there.
I know Eric Almirola was.
That has to be at least 20 cars.
Rain down here overnight.
Big damage on number 8.
That is a dozen of destruction.
Oh man, that front hood.
Talk about being aggressive, drafting, switching lanes here early on. Only 14 laps into this 200-lap race.
Whew.
Oh, Eric Almirola, who won his dual race, thought he had a great shot for the 500.
Push coming from Kyle
So what
Busch
happened here?
to his teammate Christopher Bell. Now that's going to get him to the
So,
rear bumper.
Big shot.
Oh yeah,
He just got over on that right side.
It was number 20, so I think it's 20. I can't make out the second digit, but he kind of goes in behind and, you know, shunts the guy in front of him, forcing him to go wide.
I can tell you another part of that equation, Jeff. These cars, they have skew in the rear ends.
Oh.
That's obviously for speed and make the cars go fast, make them pull up to other cars. It's also, in my experience, makes them squirrely. When that car hits him, it pushes that car into the steer of the rear end, and it can turn you in a heartbeat.
We're so reminiscent when Eric Almirola lost the lead in the closing yards of this race.
Yeah.
2018.
Oh yeah, that's number 10 going into
As soon as that contact hit, it just turned his car right.
10 took big damage. Big damage
He
immediately.
took the words right out of my mouth. Unbelievable. Crushing blow to so many teams, so many efforts that it goes into having fast cars and being at this Daytona 500. That was a lot of heavy hitters in this one.
Yep.
We're going to ride with Ryan Newman through
Look
this.
at the carnage. 24.
That 24 car go up on the side on 2 wheels.
24 was literally
smashed just as badly as he got with his primary car.
driving on his side for a few meters, or maybe a meter.
At least a dozen cars involved.
Look at
David
the
Reagan.
Look at the turf and the tarmac just torn up.
Torn up as well.
Your line's got a little bit more of a run. 43 closing on you.
Oh!
Spin top, spin top.
So this is the onboard of the same incident, I think. Sure. Just look at the turf.
Nothing you can do when it happens up front like that.
Carnage in the first 15 laps of the Daytona 500.
Bit of fire there underneath 36.
Riding with Kurt Busch. That's Tyler Reddick right behind.
Stay low, stay low.
Oh!
Stay low, stay low. Spinning.
You can see how fast he got.
Oh man.
Didn't take long to get to the crash, does it, Jeff?
No, it doesn't, especially when it happens.
Big
to one
shove
of
in
these
the
guys
back.
running.
Huge.
Worst case scenario, too. Has that big run coming up on what we all know is happening.
Jumps on the brakes here, a little
Yeah,
wheel hop.
oh.
He's in it at that point.
Look at that heart rate skyrocketing.
Look at the
Murray started this
look at
race
the in-car.
at
Look
a
at
heart
the-
rate of 100, so that
the lens
Daytona
completely covered in
Talladega.
mud. Completely.
So there is some of the cause. Here is the effect.
Bang!
oof,
Right into the wall.
big crunch to the front nose. And you know, Eric Almirola, he's prepared for this. He's looking in his mirror, spotters telling him big run coming. You're just holding the wheel straight, knowing that bump is going to come. And then if you're Christopher Bell, you're trying to square up on the rear bumper.
Look at
Just
24.
looked to me
Look
like
at the way
one
he's
car
sliding.
moved left and the other car moved right at the worst possible time as they made contact.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. As you're looking in the mirror, that spotter's telling you, all right, 3, 2, 1. That's telling you how close he's getting. As soon as he feels that, as soon as you feel that big bump coming, that car's going to do something. It's good.
Hamlin on point.
Oh, listen to that. So, oh,
Quinn Howe.
Oh,
and,
man, what
Chase
happened there?
Briscoe.
What's happened
And
there?
caution is out for the third time at lap 38.
That looks serious. I'm not sure
naturally,
what happened,
looking
but it
where
did
the
look.
14 was. He was back in like a 3-car pack off of the field a little bit.
Now, those cars were on the lead lap in 22nd and 23rd positions.
Limping
Okay,
back to
so
pit
what
road.
happened here?
Yeah, we're going to have to back it up a little bit more. They're already
Yeah, we're gonna need to go back a bit.
spun right there.
Oh, the sparks!
Clearly,
Look at the fireworks.
Contact or something happened between these two guys that got him. Right there. He's doing everything he can.
Long for the ride.
Ooh, okay. So 47 kind of loses control, goes into 20. 20 goes spinning.
Ride with him through this.
Just staying inside. It's a freeze.
Yeah. I feel like that was all on 20, wasn't it? I feel like 20 was the major cause of that one.
His spotter, Eddie DeHunt, helping him get through it. Now remember, the 20 machine of Christopher Bell, that car only changed right side tires on that last pit stop.
Ah, so it could be a grip issue. I feel like 20 was the main
they come down
cause.
to block. Logano goes back up. Keselowski with him. McDowell in tow. Dillon on the bottom.
It runs on top.
Oh!
Teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Larson.
Dude,
Caution
that
is
was
out.
huge.
Bubba
Huge.
Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric. Hard hit by Kyle Busch.
Big hit. Big hit.
Caution's out.
McDowell is first to the
Man.
line, but we'll have to go back to the moment.
Look at the rear of that car. You can't even make out what number it is anymore. It's just been smashed up. It looks like a hatchback now. It looks like a hatchback.
Caution, which ends the race. Brad Keselowski is climbing out. He's okay.
Mate, thank
Joey
goodness he's
Logano, we
okay.
see taking off the gloves and the steering wheel.
You're
Dude.
going to see some emotion out of this guy if this comes back official.
Cool.
A lot of tore up race
All the
cars.
Chevys torn up. You saw Priest with damage. Chase Elliott with damage.
The rears of those cars all
This
smashed.
was a really hard hit. Kyle Busch, when he came in,
Yes.
My
And the
goodness.
AMR safety crew very quickly on the scene. Being directed.
Look at the damage to the wall.
My goodness
There's a
me.
bumper cover up there. And there's Kyle Busch climbing out. That is a great sign, and that means everybody has climbed from their cars
watch
at
this
the
run.
moment of
So what
caution.
happens
Huge
here? So
run.
number 3.
Went for
Oh!
it. Joey was
So
obviously
Logano-
had to block.
It looked like Logano was the first
Chase
domino
Elliott.
there that kind of
And Michael McDowell
caused the house
from
to clap.
Glendale,
So
Arizona,
Joey's in front.
For Bob Jenkins front
So they're
row
going, they're going, they're
Motorsports
going.
Has won the Daytona
Yeah, it's
500.
2.
How about that?
Oh man, look at 2. Jesus.
That's a huge win for Michael McDowell and that team. Doesn't get any bigger than this.
And a huge crash
Dude.
to secure the victory. The big one on the
That
final
was a
lap in the
huge,
final corner of the
huge.
Daytona 500. Brad Keselowski gets hard into the wall.
Whenever I
trying
see
to
that
win
one,
the Daytona 500 and Kyle Busch.
just look how quickly the front of the car just compresses when it hits that wall. Just crushes like an empty can of Coke.
Piles in at over 190 miles an hour.
Crazy.
Let's join Vince Welch.
big push. He went to make the move. He's got so much momentum. There's nothing more that he could do.
Man.
And I
Oh,
think Joey
front
Logano
and back.
didn't make an abrupt move.
Look at the
He just
blaze.
tried to slowly slow down that momentum, and they made contact.
And in hindsight, when you look at it now that you've seen the wreck and know what happened, well, he wrecked his teammate. That's not the case. He was going for the biggest race of his career. He hasn't won this Daytona 500.
He's just going for the win.
Let's ride with the
You can't
Toyota
really
onboard
penalise
camera
him, can you?
And Bubba Wallace.
That sound, that love it. Oh man, oh my God, that in-car view. Oh my word.
I love what
Gosh.
I saw out of Bubba Wallace's decision making there, though. He let those guys race.
Man, that was incredible. Honestly, it brings it all back to me, even though it was a few months ago. Just that second incident with the massive fireball involving Joey Logano and the number 2 car, it was just insane. Like, you don't really see incidents like this in Formula One. Sometimes you do, like the Grosjean incident last year, but they're quite rare now with all, the safety protocols and things like that. But yeah, NASCAR, when it comes to pure entertainment, just pure entertainment, I do think NASCAR is probably in a league of its own. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and keep throwing the recommendations my way. I know I say it all the time, but they genuinely help me out, because if I know you enjoyed watching something, I'll definitely enjoy reacting to it. So like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, keep throwing the recommendations, and I'll catch you in the next one.